Let's talk about Kellogg's. I recently came across Kellogg's social responsibility website, and I thought it would be fun to look through together. Just before we get into that, a word from today's sponsor, the subscribe button. I have a goal of reaching 50,000 subscribers by the end of April. And I'd really appreciate it if you can take the split second right now to smash the subscribe button so that we can get to that 50K goal together. Thank you so much. All right, so this is the Kellogg's kind of social responsibility website. All right, so we've got some menus up here. We've got About Us, we've got Well-Being, which we will definitely be having a look at. We've got Hunger. Okay, that seems to be a common theme amongst high carbohydrate diets, but more on that later. Sustainability. ED&I, I'm not sure exactly. D&I is probably diversity and inclusion, but E, I'm not sure, so we'll find out about that. People and reporting. All right, so let's have a look. Kellogg's Better Days Promise. A day where people are fed and fulfilled. Okay, a day where our planet thrives. A day where there is a place at the table for everyone. Now, I'm not talking about Kellogg specifically when I say this, but I really dislike any of these kind of social responsibility type websites that try and give you this cute and fluffy image of the company, like they're really sitting there mulling over how difficult it is and the planet is in trouble and we really need to do something about it. If only we did something, we could fix this problem. At the end of the day, they don't really care. It's all face painting. It's all a front to create that fuzzy image around the company. Again, I'm not saying this is just about Kellogg's. This is about every company out there that has a social responsibility kind of front to their business. Because the thing is, a business is there for one reason only, and that's to turn a profit. And anything else that's added on that is just to make the company look better so that hopefully the company can either maintain its position or make more money going forward. It's not actually about an issue they care about. It's because that they have to show that they care in order to maintain their position or make more money. So let's keep looking. We're committed to nourishing. Let's just go to Google for a second because perhaps the definition of nourish has changed, but let's have a look. Nourish, define. Okay. Provide with food or other substances necessary for growth, health, and good condition. No, it hasn't changed. So that's interesting that they're thinking about nourishing 1 billion people with their foods. Okay, with their foods. And feeding 375 million people in need. Okay, nurturing people and the planet, including support for 1 million farmers and workers. Well, they need those farms to grow those grains, don't they? And ensuring equity. E is equity. Equity, diversity, and inclusion in our workforce. All right. And engaging 1.5 billion people in advocating for sustainable and equitable access to food. Okay, so interesting. All right, so let's go a little bit more into the nourishing one. Is the one that really has caught my attention. So let's have a look. Well-being. Okay, nice. Nourishing with our affordable and accessible foods. All right, so we've got a happy, healthy looking family here having what I guess is breakfast. And what are they having for breakfast? They are having orange juice, okay, which I imagine is concentrated orange juice. And that's got a healthy dose of fructose to fatten up your liver. And then what have we got here? We've got a bowl of cereal each. I guess he's just about to pour the milk in his cereal. And how many people have ever used a cereal bowl this small before? Perhaps that is the recommended portion size for these cereals. But yeah, those are very happy and healthy looking people. I wonder if they got that healthy by eating cornflakes. Who knows? All right. So what do we say here? creating better days for 3 billion people by the end of 2030. Okay, so we can look forward to the next 7 years of people becoming healthier. Kellogg's are on it. They are going to solve the obesity crisis. All right, our founder, W.K. Kellogg. But why can't someone just say, my name is William or Walter or something? Why does it have to be initials? Right? Why does it have to be WK? Unless it's like some really embarrassing name like Water Closet that's spelt incorrectly. Anyway, so Water Closet Kellogg believed that part of running a good business was doing good for society. This promise has guided our company for over a century. So he believed that running a good business was doing good for society. So I can imagine him sitting there pouring. Let's go back to Google. Okay, and let's have a look at ingredients in cornflakes. Cornflakes. Ingredients: corn, 90%, sugar, salt, barley malt. Okay, so when he was sitting there mashing up his corn and mixing it with sugar, I'm sure that the thing that was on his mind at that time was doing good for society, because there is nothing more that corn and sugar mixed together do for society than do good, right? We all know that. Just look at the waist circumference of a lot of people around the world right now who primarily get their nutrition from grains and cereals and things like that. Okay, so this promise has guided our company for over a century. I see that. You also own brands like Pringles and Pop-Tarts, right? And it remains our promise to create better days and a good and just world for things to come. Okay, and then it goes on to bang on about the sustainability, well-being, hunger, etc., etc. Okay, so this is kind of, hidden hunger and hang on. Let's back up a second. So, and just in case you're wondering, I haven't gone through this and decided what I'm going to look at. So some of this might be a little bit boring. Some of this might be revelatory. I'm not sure. Okay, so sustainability, hunger, well-being, and equity, diversity, inclusion are all interconnected. Our changing climate is impacting the health of people and reducing crop yields, leading to greater food insecurity. And if we're reducing crop yields, then probably that's not great for your business either. Many diverse and underserved communities are disproportionately impacted by climate change and face higher barriers to health and access to nutritious foods. We're coming to the rescue with our Pop-Tarts. And these same communities are most at risk for undernutrition, hidden hunger, and obesity. So let's make it worse. For these reasons, one of the ways we are achieving our Kellogg's Better Days promise is by nourishing 1 billion people by the end of 2030 with our affordable and accessible foods that deliver nutrients of need, such as fiber and protein, which are also addressing micronutrient deficiencies. Okay, interesting. So fiber is a much needed nutrient, is it? Okay, so let's go to the Google again. Okay, so is fiber considered a nutrient? Dietary fiber is not a nutrient. Oh, Kellogg's. But it is necessary to regulate digestion and appears to prevent some epidemiological diseases. All right, so not a nutrient, but everyone needs it apparently. Okay, so let's examine this website a little bit more. Let's have a look at hunger. Okay, so it's basically the same thing. It's just with a different picture of kids and heading of hunger, because if we have a look, creating better days for 3 billion people by the end of 2030. Our founder, W.K. Kellogg, believed... We've already looked at this. All right, so basically it's just repeating the same information. All right, so we also continue to provide nutritious foods that nourish people in need and promote sustainable agriculture by nurturing our planet. Really, so all that spraying of the pesticides and fertilizers all over the stuff you want to grow really big so that you can have a higher yield and make more money, that's not depleting the soil at all. All right, I'm not an expert, don't claim to be, but a company that is basically in the business of mass producing a product, I really struggle to believe they're doing anything sustainable unless it's under complete duress. So nutritious, I love this. So the nutritious foods that nourish people in need. So let's go back, and what's that going to do? That's going to take us to well-being again. So let's just go back and see what's under here. Since 2015, we've fed over 219 million people facing hunger or crisis with food donations. 219 million people. Okay. So let's just have a look at something. Just got nothing to do with this at all, but let's just have a look. How many people worldwide have diabetes? 206 million. Okay, so nice. All right. Not saying anything at all. Just interesting. Reached over 4.3 million kids through feeding programs. Interesting. Okay, so latest stories on hunger. Okay, so let's have a look. In Singapore, a cutting-edge approach to fighting hunger. In Australia, a community program gets residents cooking and paying it forward. Let's have a look at these. Our family has been running a food distribution business since 1934. A food bank has been born. A food bank is born. All right. So what are we doing? Look, if they're giving out food to people who are starving or people who are hungry and can't afford food, that's great. But, let's just open this in a new tab. See if it gets bigger. No. Okay, but you can see here at this food bank, she's carrying like Milo and other stuff that's packaged. I mean, it's great. Give people food that's going to at least, help them to not get, severely starve, and try and get them feeling better. But, is packaged Milo and other processed foods really the best way of doing it? Maybe not. Okay, and so let's hang on a second. In 2022, we opened our food bank in the metaverse. We rolled out our first non-fungible token last April too. The idea isn't so much around fundraising. We want to rally 30 people 30 years old and under to join us in our movement. Okay. So you can't win people 30 years and under on the merits of helping people that are starving. You have to make a token for it. Okay. Anyway, guys, this was just a quick look at their website, just to have a bit of a laugh and a bit of a read through. One thing that I did find on their website when I was quickly checking it out before, that I can't seem to find the webpage anymore. One of the things they said that was when the founder started the company, that water closet, Kellogg, he created a food category. So what I would say to that is, you're actually saying the quiet part out loud. If you're creating a food category, that means we probably shouldn't be eating that thing. If it's man-made, shouldn't be eating it, is the way I would look at things. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to click like and subscribe. And if you enjoy my videos and you'd like to support the channel, consider becoming a channel member. Click the join button under this video or the first link in the description. Thanks again, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video.